Hello friends, yesterday we have started clothes. We have seen the meaning of clothes and two kinds of clothes, which are main clothes and subordinate clothes. We have learned how to recognize main clothes and subordinate clothes in the given sentence. I have given you information about main clause and subordinate clause with examples. After example of subordinate clause, one thing has been left. I am giving that point today. After example of subordinate clause, take important note. Take important note. Take important note. Write important note. The subordinate clause is always started with. The subordinate clause is always started with the following subordinators. The subordinate clause is always started with the following subordinators. Now, I am giving the subordinators. Take with me all subordinators. That, which, what, whatever, wherever, whenever, whom, whose, as, since, until, although, if, so that, as soon as, no sooner, as we have, etc. These are the subordinators, and the subordinate clause is always started with these subordinators. Write down subordinators. Write fast all subordinators. Okay, now pay attention here. I am giving you some more examples to know main clause and subordinate clause. Let's take some example. Then I have to teach the kinds of subordinate clause. Okay, look at these examples. I have written 4 examples. First of all, let's identify what is the main clause and what is the subordinate clause. My friend helped me when I was in great trouble. My friend helped me. It is main clause. My friend helped me. It is main clause. And the remaining part, when I was in great trouble, it is subordinate clause. Why it is subordinate clause? Because this subordinate clause is started with when. This subordinate clause has been started with this when subordinate, so it is subordinate clause. This part expresses complete meaning, so it is main clause. Now next sentence, we believe in democracy, though it has many drawbacks. We believe in democracy, it is main clause. Though, because this part expresses complete meaning, so it is main clause. Though it has many drawbacks, it is subordinate clause. It is subordinate clause, as it has been started with though. It is subordinate. Now next, everybody admits that he is a brave man. Everybody admits. It is main clause, as this part expresses complete meaning. That he is a brave man, it is subordinate clause, as it has been started with this subordinate. It is subordinate clause, as it has been started with that subordinate, so it is subordinate clause. The moment which is lost forever. Look, it is a bit different sentence. Main clause has been divided into separate places. The moment is lost forever is the main clause. Subject part and predicate part has been completely separated. So, the moment is lost forever is main clause. It is main clause. And which is lost, it is subordinate clause. Which is lost, it is subordinate clause. The moment is lost forever, main clause. Which is lost, it is subordinate clause. Okay. In this way, we can identify main clause and subordinate clause. Just last statement is a bit different. the main clause has been divided into separate places. Subject part and predicate part has been given separately. Now write down these 4 sentences. After that I start next lesson, next part. Write down first. Okay, if you have completed, then pay attention here. Now next part is kinds of subordinate clause. We have to learn the kinds of subordinate clause. Just take title. Look, there are 3 kinds of subordinate clause: noun subordinate clause, adjective subordinate clause, and adverb subordinate clause. Let's learn first noun subordinate clause. Noun subordinate clause. Here, yes, in short, you have learned the parts of speech: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. All these parts play their parts in the sentences. We have to use the same features, same rules in these kinds of sentences. There are 3 kinds of subordinate clause. First, noun; second, adjective subordinate clause; and third, adverb subordinate clause. According to the definitions of noun, adjective, and adverb, also with their functions, we can identify these clauses. First, I am taking noun subordinate clause. I write some sentences here, just pay attention. have written three pairs of sentences, not single. I have written three pairs of sentences. First is for just explanation, not an actual statement. You will be given second kind of statement and you will be asked identify the subordinate clause and state its kind. I have given first statement for just explanation. Look, you have learned the functions of noun. Noun functions as subject, object, complement and object of preposition in the given sentences. Noun plays different roles as subject, as object, as complement, as object of preposition, etc. Here, if the subordinate clause occurs at the place of noun in the given sentence, then that subordinate clause is known as noun subordinate clause. Look, I show you with first example. It is a very doubtful. In this sentence, it is subject. At first, it is pronoun. Pronoun means noun. Pronoun means noun. I have replaced this pronoun, this noun with subordinate clause. What he says. What he says. I have replaced this noun with this subordinate clause. So this subordinate clause has been occurred at the place of noun. So it is noun subordinate clause. So it is noun subordinate clause. And it functions as subject because this it is subject in the sentence. I have replaced this it with this subordinate clause. It has been at the place of noun. So it is noun subordinate clause and functions as subject as it. It is subject. It is subject. What he says is very doubtful. Okay? It has been at the place of noun, so it is noun subordinate clause. What does it function? It would not be asked for just your information. I am telling it. I am giving another clue for identifying noun subordinate clause. If you ask, it is many clause. If you ask a question to many clause by what and getting answer will be this subordinate clause, then it is noun subordinate clause. Let's confirm. Is very doubtful. What is very doubtful? What is very doubtful? What he says. We get this part as answer. So it is noun subordinate clause. Who understood? Just for confirmation, you can ask a question to main clause by what. Now, next sentence. He doesn't know it. I have changed the place of it from subject to object. I have written that it at the place of object. It is pronoun. Pronoun means also noun. Okay. Now, I have replaced this it with one subordinate clause. I have replaced this it with subordinate clause where he works. In this sentence, he doesn't know is main clause and where he works, it's subordinate clause. It's subordinate clause. Now, this subordinate clause has been at the place of noun. So, it is noun subordinate clause. This subordinate clause at the place of noun, so it is noun subordinate clause. And it functions as object, as like it. It functions as object. Functions as object. Ask a question to main clause by what? What doesn't he know? What doesn't he know? We get this part as answer. Where he works. So it is noun subordinate clause and it functions as object. First example is for just explanation. You will be asked the second kind of example. Now, I am fond of it. It is after preposition of. It is after preposition of. So it functions as the object of preposition. So it functions as object of the preposition. Now I have replaced this it with subordinate clause. What he seems. What he seems. So it is noun subordinate clause because it has been at the place of noun. So it is noun subordinate clause. I have just replaced it with this subordinate clause and it has been at the place of noun, so it is noun subordinate clause. That noun subordinate clause has been after preposition of, so it functions as object of preposition. Object of preposition. Object of preposition. In this way, we can identify noun subordinate clause. Just you should know if the given subordinate clause would be at the place of noun, then that would be noun subordinate clause. If you ask a question to main clause by what, then getting answer would be noun subordinate clause. Okay. Now take information about noun subordinate clause. First point. Take first point. If the subordinate clause in the given sentence, if the subordinate clause in the given sentence occurs, if the subordinate clause in the given sentence occurs at the place of noun, if the subordinate clause in the given sentence if the subordinate clause in the given sentence occurs at the place of noun, then such subordinate clause is noun subordinate clause. Then such subordinate clause is noun subordinate clause. Then such subordinate clause is noun subordinate clause. Full stop. Second point. Such noun subordinate clause functions as subject, object. Such noun subordinate clause functions as subject, object, complement, object of preposition. Complement and object of preposition. Object of preposition. Full stop. Next point. If we ask a question to main clause by what? If we ask a question to main clause by what? Put what into single inverted commas by what? And getting answer would be the same subordinate clause. And getting answer will be the same subordinate clause in the given sentence. And getting answer will be the same subordinate clause in the given sentence. Then such subordinate clause would be noun subordinate clause. Then such subordinate clause would be the noun subordinate clause. Full stop. Okay, after this information, write down all these statements. I have given two statements. Take both statements. You just know that first is for just explanation. Second statement is original given statement. Okay, and you also circle it. Make arrow here also, and here also, so that you will understand. Write down all these 6 statements. First statement is for just your explanation. Write down fast. Okay, now let's learn second kind of subordinate clause. Look, this noun subordinate clause is a bit confusing. When you would learn remaining two kinds of subordinate clauses, then comparatively you would understand this noun subordinate clause very well. So just learn second and third kind, then you would understand all kinds of subordinate clauses very well comparatively. Okay, so I am starting second kind of subordinate clause, that is adjective subordinate clause. So first, just write second adjective subordinate clause. Adjective subordinate clause. First of all, let's know the definition of adjective. Everyone knows what is the adjective. Adjective is a such word which tells more information about noun or pronoun in the given sentence. It means adjective is a describing word of noun or pronoun. The same feature have to be used in this adjective subordinate clause. The same definition is very useful to identify the adjective subordinate clause. First, I write some sentences, then I explain how to identify adjective subordinate clause. Okay, now pay attention here. I have written 4 sentences. First of all, let's identify main clause and subordinate clause. This is the girl who talked to me yesterday. This is the girl. It is complete meaningful, so it is main clause. It is main clause. Who talked to me yesterday? It is subordinate clause. It is subordinate clause because it has been started with who. It has been started with who. It is subordinate. I have lost the book which you lent me. I have lost the book, it is main clause. As it is complete meaningful, it expresses complete meaning. Which you lent me, it is subordinate clause because it has been started with this subordinate which. I took all the money that was inside. I took all the money that was inside. I took all the money. It is complete meaningful. It expresses complete meaning, so it is main clause. That was inside. It is subordinate clause because it has been started with that. That is subordinate. We all visited a temple. We all visited a temple. It is complete meaningful, which is very beautiful. It is subordinate clause as it has been started with which subordinate. Okay. In this way, we first identified main clause and subordinate clause. Now let's learn how that given subordinate clause is adjective subordinate clause. We just understood the definition of adjective. The word which tells more information about noun or pronoun is called as adjective. Here, if the subordinate clause in the given sentence tells more information about noun or pronoun in the main clause, then that subordinate clause will be adjective subordinate clause. Just check first sentence. This is the girl who talked to me yesterday. Look, this subordinate clause tells more information about girl. Girl is noun in the main clause. This subordinate clause, who means who? Girl. This subordinate clause tells more information about the main clause, about the noun in the main clause, so it is adjective subordinate clause. It is adjective subordinate clause. In the whole sentence, this subordinate clause functions as adjective. In the whole sentence, this subordinate clause functions as adjective. Now, next sentence. I have lost the book which you lent me. Which you lent me, which means the book. So, this subordinate clause tells more information about noun in the main clause. So, it is adjective subordinate clause. Which you lent me, which means what? You have lent me the book which I lost. So, this adjective subordinate clause functions as adjective in the whole sentence, and this subordinate clause tells more information about the noun book in the main clause. So, that is adjective subordinate clause. I took all the money that was inside. What was inside? Money. So, this subordinate clause tells more information about the money noun in the main clause, so it is adjective subordinate clause. It is adjective subordinate clause. This subordinate clause tells more information about noun in the main clause. Noun is money, so it is adjective subordinate clause. Now, next sentence. We all visited a temple which is very beautiful. We all visited a temple which is very beautiful. What is beautiful? Temple. Temple is noun in the main clause, and this subordinate clause tells more information about temple, about noun in the main clause. Temple is very beautiful. This is information in the subordinate clause. It means subordinate clause describe the temple, so it is adjective subordinate clause. It is adjective subordinate clause, and the whole subordinate clause functions as adjective in the whole sentence. It is very easy to identify adjective subordinate clause. Just we have to see whether it describes noun or pronoun in the main clause or not. Okay. Now take information about subordinate clause. Take information about subordinate clause. First point, if the subordinate clause in the given sentence, if the subordinate clause in the given sentence tells more information about noun or pronoun, tells more information about noun or pronoun in the main clause, tells more information about noun or pronoun in the main clause. Noun or pronoun in the main clause. Noun or pronoun in the main clause. Then such subordinate clause would be. Then such subordinate clause would be an adjective subordinate clause. Then such subordinate clause would be an adjective subordinate clause. An adjective subordinate clause. An adjective subordinate clause. Full stop. Next point. Such adjective subordinate clause. Such adjective subordinate clause functions as. Such adjective subordinate clause functions as an adjective in the whole sentence. An adjective in the whole sentence. An adjective in the whole sentence. Full stop. Okay. After this information, write down these four examples. Mention main clause and adjective subordinate clause. Write fast. Write fast for examples. I take another two examples of adjective subordinate clause. Please pay attention here. Just take what because time is about to over. Write all examples. सागर सर आवाज दिया करो आवाज को क्या है रिकॉर्ड करो look this statement, this one statement, pay attention. She gave me everything. That is main clause. That is main clause. That I asked for is subordinate clause, and this subordinate clause tells more information about everything. What I asked for, everything. So that subordinate clause tells more information about this everything. So it is adjective subordinate clause. It describes everything noun in a given sentence. So it is adjective subordinate clause. Write down this one statement. Write down this one statement. Okay, you must have completed. Now pay attention here. Today we have completed noun subordinate clause and adjective subordinate clause. Now only one kind has been left, that is adverb subordinate clause. Now time is about to over, so I don't take that adverb subordinate clause today. Tomorrow I teach adverb subordinate clause, how to identify adverb subordinate clause as like adjective and as like noun. After completing all methods, I will give some more examples on all methods. So today I stop here. We shall learn adverb subordinate clause in the next lecture. Okay, thank you very much.